Angela Oakley responds to Kelly attempting to dox her and lie on her and accuse her home of being in foreclosure, y'all. Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. So, today we are talking Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 17. We are in the reunion stage. This is a part 2 video from an upload that I did earlier. Has Kelly gone too far against Angela Oakley? And I would also say the same for Shamia, as I also have a video coming out today as well about an alleged cousin that is trying to randomly throw Dennis under the bus over a DM and was talking crazy about Portia. But that's going to be in another video. We're doing a part 2 follow-up video from the first video that y'all saw earlier today, which was that Kelly got exposed at the reunion that she owes yet another person allegedly named Gary Shmoney. And basically, Angela Oakley was like, listen, look at here, you don't got no business, you ain't got no home, and you need to pay up to Gary, right? Kelly sat there and lied just to lie, and claimed she didn't know no Gary, she didn't know what Angela was talking about, and all of this and all of that. What happened was, courtesy of the Worlds of Fighting, they released the other day that Kelly owes over $83,000. $83,000 to Gary, and she did not even show up to court. Did not show up to court because she is too busy, you know what I'm saying, on social media, conspiring with Shamia on how they can make themselves the victim again, on how they can heighten their attacks against Angela Oakley and Portia. No. So then after that got exposed, which Kelly, you know what I'm saying, once again, broke, you ain't got it. Kelly can't handle the heat. She cannot handle the heat. She cannot handle every time she gets exposed up and down and through here. It really F's with her. It really pisses her off, right? So what she does is she goes low. She goes lower. So she posted a photo of Angela Oakley's home and alleged it was a tag on it that said foreclosure, and basically try to make it seem as though Angela Oakley was being dishonest about her home, her marital home, her investment property, whatever the sort, and that it is in foreclosure, so you can't come for her. No. No matter how you want to slice it or dice it, Angela Oakley has a home. And I immediately looked up the home because, Kelly, when you post stuff like that, there are people who are going to Google that image and find out the address, find out the phone number, stalk the house, stalk the school district where the minor kids are at, and harass and threaten people. Thanks to you, Kelly. Thanks to you. And ultimately, what has happened is if you go to Zillow, if you go to Redfin, if you go to any of the housing sites that have your homes there, it's going to let you know whether or not the house is for sale, whether or not the house is under contract, if somebody bought it, if it's a new construction, if it's in foreclosure, if it's going to have a auction or a sale or whatever the case may be. All that information is public information. I went to multiple home sites of that particular home, and none of it indicated that any of it was in foreclosure. Now, I don't know, since Kelly really didn't specify in the tweets if she was maybe trying to imply the home was bought in foreclosure, but either way, Angela Oakley and Charles Oakley and their family have at least one mansion that they're residing in on a full-time basis. And we know that Angela Oakley, as she revealed to us last season, does real estate and has investment properties. And she had mentioned, and she was transparent about the fact that she has lost money on some of the homes that she did have investment properties in. But ultimately, she said this season with Pinky that everything is resolved. Everything is resolved with all the homes and everything else. So I don't know why Kelly thought that she had some smoking gun, but I was like, I will be back when Angela Oakley responds, because I know that she is going to. So Angela Oakley said the following. So the first couple of screenshots are going to be from No Chaser TV. And then after that, there was another screenshot that I grabbed personally from Angela Oakley's Twitter that we're going to get into as well. So we're going to get into the first screenshot. This is from No Chaser TV on the Instagrammies. So it says, first, congratulations to Who is Gary on his victory with 2 champagne glasses. Baby, thank you for confirming I have my own coin. My $2 million plus investment property was purchased by me, has over $1 million in equity, is not in foreclosure, and just underwent a $500,000 cash renovation. We also still own our marital home and rental properties. No prior evictions required. You wouldn't qualify. With the arm shrug emojis. I may be banned from FINRA, thank God, but you're collecting bans from life from Gary, townhomes, HOAs, Navy Federal, Sandy Springs, Nana's Chicken and Waffles, and soon the location that Drew didn't visit. Hope that ghost kitchen at Shamia's works out, boo, with heart emojis, Angela. All right, let's go to the next one. Next tweet was, Kelly had a pattern with me long before I responded. Side baby talk, attacking my marriage and money, calling me Bigfoot, laying on my back to get money, then accusing me of lying. A man doing a toast at her event to lie on my husband. Yet you ask, who is Gary? Liar. Finally, no condolences when my mother passed. We are going to revisit that after we wrap up these tweets, because that, and along with Shamia not having an issue with attacking Portia's mom and going after the mothers, now it all makes sense. They do not care. They do not care. They only care when it's them, but they do not care how low can you go when it's other people's mothers. And that's flat out disgusting. No condolences when Angela's mother passed, but you sat there and lied on Carlos King's interview and made it seem like you were friendly with all the women, and anytime they're going through something, you text them and reach out to them. Lies. Then it says message received with a hands heart emoji. My response didn't start this. It ended my silence. Then we got to go to the third tweet. Next it says, I asked one person one time, do you know her? Never did I ask for tea. I confronted that lie on screen. I never brought it to the group. Someone else surely did. But when I ask, it's quote unquote investigating. Is she talking about Shamia? Is she talking about Shamia? When they Google, dig, and pull records, as this liar just did, it's quote unquote housewives with a laughing emoji and a middle finger emoji. So there's this one tweet I want to highlight, as well as a response that Angela Oakley did on the Twitters, and it says, from Bunny Sanders, it says, no condolences is so disgusting. Shamia and Angela were in the middle of fighting, and Shamia still offered a beautiful gift to Angela at the 80s party. Kelly is filled with real hate and envy for the girls, and it shows constantly. It's never just fun, light jabs with her. She's really in a dark place projecting that SHIT. But here's the thing. Shamia is as well. Shamia is as well, right? So that is that on that. Also, in response to, the statement, there was a fan that was disappointed, I guess, with Angela Oakley's response. And basically, Angela was like, did I try to dox her? Did I try to dox Kelly? And lines are being crossed. I use what was public. I know I'm going to sound like a broken record when I say this, but Andy Cohen, NBC Universal, and Bravo has to step in. Andy Cohen, NBC Universal and Bravo has to step in. I don't know if Angela Oakley, you might need to get Portia on the line. She just got a shout out from Michelle Obama. I don't know if you need to get Portia on the line, and y'all need to head up to NBC Universal headquarters in New York City. Y'all need to get on a flight. You know what I'm saying? And after the meeting, ask for reimbursement for the flight. But y'all need to get on a flight. You know what I'm saying? From Atlanta and go to New York City quick, fast, in a hurry and have an emergency meeting with the big wigs at Bravo at NBC Universal that if a season 18 is going to commence, you cannot move forward with no Shamea and no Kelly. If this is going to be y'all storyline, because like I said, I got another video coming where Shamea's cousin is trying to air out a DM from Dennis in 2022. And then is out here talking about Portia and shaming her body and all this and all of that on behalf of Shamea. No. And then you got Kelly putting out Angela Oakley's entire government name and personal information about one of her homes, one of her multi-million-dollar homes, so that people can Google it. Potentially, if there's nobody that's residing there, vandalize it, stalk it, like all of the things. And threaten people. Like, now you're putting real lives and real people in danger. If you and Shamea cannot do light shade and fun shade that is not below the belt, y'all can't be on the show. But y'all want to do dark, hard-hitting rumors and alleged tea about people that can destroy families and that can put people's families in danger. And Shamea literally said, Angela Oakley, I don't know if you saw it, but the other day on V103, she said that she is not conforming to the quote-unquote housewives way, that she's going to do things her way. But her way is too far and too gone. And somebody is going to end up getting harmed, you guys. I'm so serious. Someone's going to end up getting hurt, or somebody's family's going to end up getting hurt the route that Kelly and Shamea are going. If you can't read anybody, just say that. If you don't have any good comebacks against somebody, just say that. If you are jealous that Angela Oakley, Portia, Phaedra, and Cynthia Bailey, and you know what I'm saying, are fan favorites, and even the fans are not as, upset with K. Michelle anymore, but yet you have to continue to grind out here and try to pull out stunts and shows to get even just a little bit of attention from the audience, because that's what it's giving. You're trying to do anything and everything to destroy Portia and Angela Oakley, and it's weird. It is very weird. It is giving y'all don't got a storyline for season 18. It is giving that y'all not going to show y'all lives. Y'all not going to show anything y'all going to go on. Y'all just going to take it straight to HELL. And that's exactly what Portia said at the reunion. That once you go to this level, it goes to HELL. There is no coming back, Andy Cohen. And what is going to happen is y'all thought the show was divided nil. It's going to be divided more than ever, because guess what? Why should Angela Oakley and Portia film with y'all? Why should Angela Oakley and Portia film with y'all if these are the dirty tactics y'all trying to do? And I see Shamea Neal trying to suck up on Drew Sidora's comments. But if I'm Drew Sidora, I would pay that dust, because for 2 seasons in a row, Shamea and others came for you unprovoked. They wanted to piggyback off of the Portia versus you drama for screen time to avoid talking about themselves. And even though you and Portia resolved y'all issues, they still are attacking you. Make it make sense. And so now they see that their tactics aren't working. Now all of a sudden, calculated Shamea wants to be back into your comments. No. And then trying to make allegation that somebody tried to fight you or whatever the case may be. that we're going to see it all exposed, which you're trying to either imply it's either K. Michelle or Portia. But if it's Portia, if you're saying somebody tried to fight you, why would you show up to the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip premiere in New York City if you know Portia's going to be there? And you just said somebody allegedly tried to fight you. Why would you want to be around that person so that potentially it can happen again? And then they can actually follow through with said fight. Like y'all are just trying to set yourselves up to just be the victim in any situation, and y'all don't care how violent or how dark it gets. And it's crazy to me that people don't say it. That people are cheering yourselves on and y'all madness on for the simple fact y'all don't like Portia or y'all don't like Angela Oakley. This behavior is not okay. If this was being done to Kenya Moore, if this was being done to Nene Leakes, y'all would have a problem. Let's just call a thing a thing. If this was being done to Nene Leakes, if this was being done to Kenya Moore, y'all would be raising HELL and y'all would have a problem with this. But because it is Portia and Angela Oakley that is experiencing this, y'all don't care. And y'all want them to go even more gutter and are supporting and enabling the madness when Housewives was never like this. Yes, there were violent moments. Yes, there were dark moments on the show. But it didn't define the show. It didn't define the entire franchise. Y'all are doing stuff that is trying to define the other franchise with the colorism allegations, with trying to dox people, with trying to ruin people's families and relatives that have nothing to do with the show. Portia's mom has been on this show, 10 plus seasons? And she's never been into the mess with any of the people. Not any other housewives, and surely not anybody else's family. So what is happening is low down. And her getting spicy, Shamia getting spicy with that radio host, telling her, well, didn't you have scandals too? Did you leave your job? No. This is Portia's playground that you're so desperate to be a part of. Make it make sense. So that is it for this video. I need y'all to do me the biggest favor. I need y'all to do y'all biggest one, and that is to hype the video. Hype the video, please. Hype the video like you've never hyped a video before in your life. There is that. That is it. That is all. It's total sis final. It's finito. It's the end of the road. It's the end of the line for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post some content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.